I just filmed this entire video and it was out of focus. So I apologize if it was really bright, out of focus, if you hear sound in the microphone. We have technical difficulties. Okay. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about one thing. I realized I don't hate romance novels. I'm just gay. So, I don't know if any of y'all watched my previous videos, if you know me at all, but before I was straight. Now, I'm gay. I have a girlfriend, everything cool, love life over here on the gay side. It's amazing. I'm never going back. But anyway, while I was reading, like, I have been a reader for maybe 2 years now, and I could never get into romance novels. Everyone loved these romance novels. They loved the spice. They loved the connection between two characters, and I didn't get it. I didn't understand at all. I tried so hard to like straight romance books. I was like, maybe I'm just too picky. I couldn't get why I didn't enjoy these things. Until I realized it's because I don't like straight romance. I have a pile of books here that I'm gonna take to Half Price Books, get some money for it, and buy some sapphic romance novels, and I'm actually pretty excited. I'm definitely not going to order the sapphic romance novel today. You will see later in the video on a different day. You won't see later in the video. It's going to be a different one. But I will show you some of the books I am getting rid of, and then also some gay books that I already have. The Right Player by Candy Steiner. I have never read this book. I have read a few of Candy Steiner's books before. A Love Letter to Whiskey and Blind Spot. A Love Letter to Whiskey is probably one of my favorite books. Yes, it is a straight romance, but it doesn't mean I don't like all of straight romances. It's just the typical ones that people obsess over. I don't like smut straight ones, and a lot of them are just that. But it's one of my favorite books because the main character is a mixed girl, and for one, we never see mixed representation in books, and it's so hello. I immediately connected with that. And then the book as itself is just so emotional. If the book is emotional, I will like it and I will read it. I haven't read this one, but I know it's a sports romance and I probably won't enjoy it. I read Blind Side. I liked it. But when it got to like the smut parts, like I had to try so hard, and this was before I found out I was gay. Love her as the author though. Next we have Tattered Stars by Catherine Cowles. I liked this book when I first read it, but I only read half of it. And so I reread it again this month actually, and I liked the first half. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. It's a small town romance, a little bit of a mystery plot, so like the romance is not the main thing as well. The plot is great. Like, it's well developed. There's many interesting aspects. The main character, the woman, comes from a very, not even disorganized family, but kind of a bad family. Like, her dad is mentally ill. He kidnapped a girl because he thought he was helping her, like saving her from like the outside world. He's very paranoid of outsiders, even like doctors, police, all that stuff. And he would make her like run drills in the middle of the night at like 9 years old, wake her up, take her out in the woods, and she has to be prepared. So it's that kind of like mentally ill. And so she comes from a family like that. She moved out. She came back when she was, I don't know how old, an adult, and moved to the same property. The people in that family whose like daughter he kidnapped the guy doesn't like her. It's a whole thing. So I mean, the plot is great. During the second half, after they got together and then all they did was like have sex, it just wasn't for me, so I'm gonna be dropping this one out. Next we have What He Doesn't Know by Candy Steiner. Again, she's a great author, but I couldn't get into this book. I didn't connect with the characters. I remember the main character just being like a sad girl, like, and I'm not really for that. I'm for the empowered girls, you know. It says, they say there are 2 sides to every story, but in this one there are 3. I think this is supposed to be like a deep, her and her husband are having problems. She's a school teacher and she meets another guy at school, another teacher, and they like each other. But I'm going to be getting rid of this one. Next we have What Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I have never read this book. I have heard things about the book. It's about like this really super preppy Hollywood girl who is sent to Washington, a small town in Washington, because I think like her stepfather's like over it because like she's out of control or something. And so he sends her to Washington and she meets this grumpy big dude, and of course it's like Grumpy Sunshine. Well, I don't think it's Grumpy Sunshine. I think it's Enemies to Lovers. Her Tessa Bailey's things are pretty smutty. I love small town romances though. Like, I love the idea of that. Make it gay and it'll be great for me. So I'm gonna be getting rid of this one. We have the straightest book on my shelf coming up right here. How much more straight can it get than The Deal by Elle Kennedy? I don't know why I bought it. I think I thought I would like it. I don't. I probably won't. This book is based on sex and smut. So, and it starts in like college classroom where the girl is like pining over this guy who doesn't even know her, never even recognized her, is oblivious to her. Part of me wants to try these books to see if I will like it, like give these people chances, not for like the smut but for just the story, but I don't think I will. I have so many sapphic novels on my TBR list that I want to read, so we'll be dropping this one. Next we have The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. I was debating on getting rid of this one or not because I like wilderness books. I love Colorado. I love the west side of South Dakota, Badlands area. I love Wyoming. I love it all. Give it to me. This one's based in Alaska. It's not that it sounds bad because it actually sounds interesting, but I just feel like it will start out obviously with the backstory of her life, her trying to help her father. She meets the guy. Slowly the story just becomes all about the dude and her and their relationship, and in the end they get together. It's not for me. Next we have The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This one actually sounded interesting because it's a female bodyguard as opposed to a man bodyguard. Like, they're placed in fake dating. It's a fake dating trope. I would love it if it was gay. They sell this book at my library for like $2, so if I wanted it again, I could get it, but I don't think I will, and I probably won't pick it up, so we're gonna get rid of this one. The gay books that I do love though, let me tell you. Okay, I don't have them all with me. My girlfriend has one of them. Number 1, we have Devon and Chris Plan a Wedding. I would give this one 4 out of 5 stars. I just read this after I watched The Ultimatum on Netflix. If you know, you know. The queer one is great. And so this book is based on a reality TV show for relationships. It's not what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't like they go to an island and live on there for like 2 weeks or whatever together. It's based in like their hometown and they follow each couple. But they don't really go in depth with each couple. It's just the 2 main characters, Devon and Chris. It wasn't super deep emotionally. I didn't connect with the characters very much. It did what it needed to do. It did what it needed to do. Next we have Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I would give this one 3 stars. Again, I didn't connect to the characters very much. I think that's the problem. There are 2 more books after this. I think it's Astrid Parker and then Iris Kelly. I don't know their last names. Basically, it's 2 other characters that are in this book. They have a book as well, and they become gay. It's not that this was bad, but now that I sit with it, like, it's been months since I've read it, I would give it a 3 stars. Not the best, but not the worst. This one right here, let me tell you. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Obviously, you'd be like, if you haven't read this, you'd be like, that's a gay book? Yes. Yes, it is. Majority of the book is about her and her 7 husbands and like her life in Hollywood as a star. I just will say this is 5 stars, and you need to give Taylor Jenkins Reid's books a chance. She is one of my favorite authors. Daisy Jones and the Six, another 5-star read. And I'm actually in the middle of reading Carrie Soto is Back. So, another gay book that I have is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I have read 2 other books by her. They were pretty good. They were okay. I Kissed Sarah Wheeler. I give that 3 stars. And then One Last Stop. I'd give that 3.5, 4 stars. The plots of her book are very interesting. They're intriguing. She has to think pretty deep in them. Like One Last Stop is about a girl. I think they live in New York. She takes the subway. She meets a girl on the subway, and the girl on the subway ends up being stuck there. That's what they figure out. She's stuck in time. They work together to figure out how to get her back into like the 1950s or something, which is kind of crazy. Like, that's interesting. Who thinks of that? I don't know. I haven't read this one. It's kind of intimidating to me. It's a little thick. We will see how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to take all these books to Half Price Books. I'm going to come back and maybe we can go on a little book shopping hunt together. I will probably do it online, but so I'll see you guys later. Obviously, I lied. I didn't go book shopping. It's Christmas Day. Nothing's open. But there's one more book that I didn't mention that I told you was at my girlfriend's house. It's Iron Widow. And let me tell you, this is the 5-star book. This is the 5-star book. 5-star book. Is it polyamorous? It's a throuple. Nothing crazy happens. There's no smut. You know, I don't know what she got planned for the second book, but it's so good. Whatever worker in Barnes & Noble recommended this to me, I will thank you for the rest of my life. Alright, see you guys in my next video.